Wise Guys Cooking is brought to you by Everson Spice. Here's Frankie.
Hey folks, we've got our Wise Guys band leader here today, Tony Pomponio.
Hey.
How you doing, Tony?
Frank, how you doing? Doing good. Ladies and gentlemen, please, a hand for the Wise Guys, the band. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So, I'm so happy to be here again, and I hope every week. I got to tell you a little story, though. I talked to my father, Rocco, in Italy the other day, and I says, Pop, I'm very happy to be on the TV now. You know what he said? It's a good thing. Otherwise, you could be over here at the prosciutto factory with me and your grandpa, Farmer Giovanni.
Farmer Giovanni.
Anyway, you know, as happy as I am, I'm a very lonely guy. I spend a lot of time in the class to learn to speak a little better English because, you know, in this country, you need to learn the language.
And I've been noticing that too.
Thank you very much. I'm appreciated that. But I'm a lonely. You know, when I arrived over here, if you remember the story, I came with my Italian monkey, and he left me for some pignoli nuts in Italy. And now he's a gigolo, big famous guy. Then my poor wife, she come to see me down the stairs in the, the L down there, and she sleep on the shit, the paper, and boom, finito, dead. So I called my father Rocco one more time, and I said, Pa, I need somebody. He said, get a dog. I said, a dog? When I used to play in the L downstairs over there, the dog used to piss on my legs. I don't like these dogs. So I think about it. I said, I need a fish. So I went to the store, and I go, nice big store, lots of fish. I found a beautiful Italian fish. They call it beta.
Beta fish.
Yeah, it's in a jar, like a salsa.
Gotta be Italian.
So I bring it home. I put them in a nice pasta bowl, beautiful, nice pasta bowl. And I put a few meatballs inside there for the rocks. And I put some trees, some fig trees and some grapevines, looking good.
Yeah.
So I said, I love this fish so much, I got to give him a name. I might name him Tony Soprano. My new best friend. I'm the happiest guy in the world. Salute! But I had a little problem. He didn't like the fish food. Because every morning I go over there, I go poo 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 poo, and he go poo 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 with his nose on the glass, and we say hello to each other, and I put a little bit of food inside there. He don't want to eat. I said, Manaj, what's going on over here? And I finally figured it out. This is an Italian fish. He needs some pecorino romano.
That'll do
So
it.
I went to the refrigerator. I got the little pecorino put inside there, and he looked at me. Poo 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 poo. Poo, 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 poo. Happiest guy. He was happy. And he go like this. Like this. Then one day, it got my heart almost broke. I went inside the room and I see Tony Soprano. He was like this. Not like this, but like this. On the side. And I said, Tony, what's the matter with you? I think he's sick. So I called the doctor. I said, hey, doctor, I got a sick fish over here. He said, I don't help with the fish. You got to go to the fish store and buy the medicine. Hold on. So I got in the car. I went to the fish store, and I tell the guy, hey, my fish is sick. I need something for him. He goes, I got just the thing for you. He brings a nice bottle. Looks like a salsa. And he said, this will make him feel better. I said, okay, how much? $19.99. $19.99? The fish was $4.99.
You could have bought more fish. Several.
Buy a new fish.
I cannot believe this. But you know what? I took it anyway. I put the medicine in there. Tony went from like this, the next day, back to normal. Poo, 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 poo. We say hello every day. So a couple of days went by, and it was a very sad morning. I look in the bowl, no like this, no like this. It was like this on the top. On the side. It turned maybe a little yellow. And I said, oh my God, something's wrong with my fish. So I called my best friend. And by the way, my best friend, his name is Stu. He's a Jewish guy, Stu Gatz. Okay? Very nice guy. So he said, I'll help you. I'll come down. we're going to flush it down the toilet. I said, down the toilet? I cannot flush Tony Soprano down the toilet. Are you kidding me? So he come over, but I remember when he was on his way, I watched a movie with that Brad Oliver Pitt. Remember that? You know that guy? Somebody shot him with the arrow in the ankle over there, and he died. I don't know how he died from that, but he died. And instead of putting him on the ground, they made a big, beautiful thing over there. They put him on top, and they light the match, and they burn him. It's like a cremation. So I think about it. I say, Tony Soprano's not going to go in the toilet. I love this fish. I'm going to put him on the barbecue. I light the barbecue. Poof! There's Tony Soprano. I got him in the box.
You still kept him.
You can hear it. He's got a lot of little pieces in there.
Yeah.
And I still love this fish. He's going to be my best friend forever. So.
Oh, my God.
So we invite everybody over to my place for a cremation, barbecue.
Oh.
And we're going to barbecue some bigger fish. And I invite everybody here to go with us to the barbecue to my house Saturday.
That's very nice, Tony. Well, listen, folks. Want to thank Tony for being here today and sharing that story.
Thank you.
We're going to take a short break.
Gracias.
We'll be right back.
I gotta get my luggage packed.
Well, we're back again, folks. The line between crazy and ingenious is often a very thin line. Our guest tonight, Frank, the inventor, Monteforti, often crosses that line. Let's welcome Frank.
I've been thinking about these ideas for years, actually. Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, Frank, why don't you show us what you've got?
Okay, you ready? There we go. When I used to work selling office equipment in the office with all the boys, when we have a good day, we make a big sale, we want to celebrate. Okay, how do you celebrate? The stuff. So I invented a flask tie. See, a tie like this. And in the back, you take out your booze, you take a drink, you put it back, and you put it go in. And everybody loved it. I guess not. Anyway. Then we go, mamas, they do a lot of work, hard work. Our mamas, they do a lot of work. They cook, they sew, they do it with the bambinos and everything. Because in the old days, they just stay home, okay? But now I invented the baby mop. And what it is, the baby, the bambino, okay? This is like a bambino, yeah, okay. So here's what we do. Every day the baby wants to go crawling, okay? So maybe this invention, we put a little mop on his chest. As long as he go, and Mama said, hey, that's not bad, okay? Yeah. It helps, don't you know? He likes it anyway. Okay, that's good.
That's pretty good.
I have another one.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
That's pretty good.
Oh, the best. I love this. My wife Angelina, God bless her. We're very romantic. I'm a romantic man. Most people, I guess, are romantic. So I invented the cheek-to-cheek pillow. Okay, and I'll tell you what it is. I like to go to bed cheek to cheek with my wife, or people with their girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever makes it good. And this is how it works. I'm getting tired of this too. Here it is. So Angelina, you mind, Tony? Angelina and I, we make a pin over here and we go cheek to cheek. Very romantic, very nice. Other people do cheek to cheek, but I'm not. That's not my kind of show. It's that thing. Okay.
That's an amazing.
Yeah, I got to move on. Oh,
it's an amazing invention.
Boy, this is a hard work. Anyway, here we go. I think personally that everybody loves to sing, especially Italians. We love to sing. Now, I'm not a good singer, I like it, but it's not good. But to tell you something, when I go into the shower, Mom, I sounded like Mario Lanza. So I invented the shower microphone. You take your soap, you do your thing, you do your business, blah, blah, blah. And in the meantime, here's the handle. And it sounds better, I don't know why, when you start singing, and it's just fantastic. But I like this.
I believe
really
it.
do. I do.
I believe it. What's the other thing you're inventing?
Oh, and this one, you're gonna love this one. We're gonna put the peanut butter, mix it with Cialis, and then put it on your head and it makes your hair grow.
Really? How's that working for you, Frank?
I got 4 pieces, came last week, right here, those
Oh,
two.
I see them, yeah. Well,
But
that's
it takes time, everything just takes time.
You're right. Well, Frank, thank you for coming on the show tonight. Folks, we'll be right back after this short break. Stick around.
Thank you, thank you.
Everybody loves somebody sometimes. Everybody falls in love somehow. You know, before the show, a little old lady came up to me and she said, "Dean, you know I watch you every night in bed." And I said, "Well, I'm only on TV once a week." She said, "Who has a TV? I peek in through your window." She does. "Hey, Johnny. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a morning. When the world seems to shine like you've had too much wine, that's a morning. Oh, yeah.
What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Well, it's almost like being in love. We'll be right back.
Back by popular demand, you ask, he tells, Tony the Godfather DiGiolando. Godfather, I have some letters from people asking for your advice. Elaine Mungo from Gary, Indiana. Godfather, how can I tell if I'm getting too heavy?
You'll know you're gaining weight if your panty line is down by your ankles.
Marie Fiorito writes, my 16-year-old daughter wants to get a tattoo of a cruise ship on her right breast.
Give her my advice. When she's 80 or 90 years old, her breast is going to look like the Titanic right after it got smacked by the iceberg. Capiche?
Joe Parmesano writes, Godfather, what's the difference between baseball and politics?
In baseball, when you steal something, you're out. But in politics, you get reelected.
Thank you, Godfather, for your words of wisdom. Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back.
Next, off to Achi San Antonio, and Alfred's favorite place to get wood-fired rotisserie chicken. Each cook has their own little twist on what they stuff the chicken with.
You want to get the chicken breast like that, or you want to get a whole chicken? What would you like to get?
Here, they make it by stuffing the chicken with onion, peppers, olives, salt, and pepper. Juicy and delightful. Oh, look at that. Straight from the farm, not far away, to our table, less than a mile away. Of course, Alfred has to try a hot dog anywhere they sell them.
A Sicilian hot dog.
Well, it's called a Worcester. What's it there from Germania?
Houston? No, Italia.
This is oh, it's an Italian hot dog.
Italian dog.
Italian hot dog. I've really never had an Italian hot dog. I've had a German hot dog. But it's roasted. Delicious. It's like an all beef. It's wow. It's good. I like it. My first Italian-made hot dog.
Now off to the Marchetto. Let me just start by saying that there are large supermarkets in Sicily where you can buy just about everything for the house. But we prefer to support the local merchants. Most towns or villages have large open markets on the same day every week. This is one of the smaller ones, but every Monday it attracts thousands of shoppers. Here you can find a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, including cherries, herbs, grapes, eggplants, peppers, peaches, apricots, garlic galore, lettuce, escarole, zucchini, and zucchini blossoms. Etna's bounty on full display. There are also bags of lentils and beans. Ciao! Olives, sun-dried tomatoes, and even fish. Row after row of produce. There are also clothing items like dresses, underwear, bathing suits, and other knickknacks like jewelry, sunglasses, and stuff for the house. The prices here are significantly cheaper than in stores. Of course, all the food items come from less than a mile away, but not the clothing. Over the past few years, there are more imports from China and other Asian countries.
Ormai pomodoro, tutti i prodotti provenienti dalla Cina sono qua in Italia. Ormai la potenza è cinese. Ormai italiano giù.
We asked our friend Giuseppe how much it would cost if it was made in Italy. He said at least 3 times as much.
Endless stuff.
There are literally thousands of items to go through, and if you need anything, this is the place to find it.
Dress to wear around the house, not bad. Everything is €3.50. €4 for this. This nice guy is helping
Due
us.
colonne.
It's worth it. What do you think?
Saluti dalla Sicilia.
Well, while going to these open street markets is fun, especially to observe the sights and sounds.
Thanks for watching and ciao!
Ciao.
Welcome to episode 2 of Manja Music with the Tonys. Tony, what are you going to be making for us today?
What, Tony? Today we're going to have a special guest, so it has to be a special dinner.
Then, obviously you've been hunting in Italy, so we're going to have to pack up the chickens. We're going to head back to Rancho Mirage, California at the Tony and Tony Chicken.
Yeah, but
I want to introduce our very special guest today. Tenor of the Americas, Mr. Maximo Marcuso. Hey! Ciao, bello! Come stai? Hey! Tutto bene, tutto bene. Okay. Oh, what a wonderful thing.
today we're going to do chicken cacciatore.
Huh?
It's you know, we're going to get the chicken drunk and then we're going to cook it, you know.
So Maximo, what do you think about chicken cacciatore?
Oh my God, the chicken cacciatore makes me sing.
Makes you sing?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, hey!
Cacciatore, cacciatore, la 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 la. Cacciatore, cacciatore, la 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 la. Some garlic powder.
Okay.
Of course, everybody knows I love Mrs. Dash.
Mrs. Dash, it's your
32
favorite.
different spices in here. Of course, you got to have salt. Oregano is a must. That's what makes this nice and sweet. Black pepper and some red flakes here. And then we're going to add the bell peppers, parsley, onions, and garlic. Here we got 4 pounds of chicken thighs. Already they've been cleaned, taken all the fat out.
You know, Tony, I noticed that you leave the skin on the chicken. You see that?
Yes.
How
Oh,
he
yeah.
does that?
1, 2,
Oh, no, you...
3, 4, 5.
So, Tony, what exactly is it you're going to do next?
Well, the flour's already been seasoned. I put the black pepper and some salt. So now we're going to kind of brown the chicken in here. Now, make sure you put the skin down first.
So, Tony, let me ask you this. I mentioned it to Maximo earlier. I noticed that you leave the skin on the chicken. Is that for flavor, or what's the deal there?
Well, you know, chicken thighs are pretty fatty. And by doing that, you get them brown real nice because, of course, the skin, you know, it gets brown really nice and a little kind of crunchy. So I got 4 pounds of thighs. But, you know, we got some hungry boys here today.
Yeah, well,
and
we got
girls.
Maximo over here, and he was licking his chops earlier.
Yeah.
So while Tony's cooking here, I noticed that Maximo's chopping onions. And Maximo, I thought you were happy to be on the show. You're crying.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
I knew it was a good idea to give him an onion.
How's my sous chef doing?
You did it on purpose.
So Tony, tell us all, how long do you leave it before
Well,
you flip it?
it's been about 8-10 minutes. You know, it depends on the size of the thighs. These have to be very meaty thighs, so it takes a little bit longer. I mean, they look good. See, that's nice and brown.
What I noticed is when I looked into the pot, I saw that there were pieces of garlic as well as some juice. Do you add anything in there, or is that from the chicken?
No, the only thing you got in there is olive oil. Of course, you know, thighs are very fatty, so this is a mixture of olive oil and the fat from the chicken. Well, the next step is we're going to lower the gas a little bit because we're going to put the wine in there, so we don't want to have it where we burn the house. So we're going to lower it a little bit, let the wine just soak up in the chicken.
Look at this. What is the purpose of the wine?
Well, the wine, you know, gives the chicken a little flavor. See, the chicken cacciatore goes back to about the 1400s. They came home with the wild game. They wanted to give it a nice taste, to give it that gamey taste.
While you're going to your next steps, which I believe is sauteing.
All right, looks like our peppers and onions are pretty well sauteed. So let's put the chicken back in here.
So the next step would actually be, once you have the chicken all in, you're going to go ahead and add the pomodoro, the tomatoes. Now, how long are you going to leave the chicken in there sauteing with the vegetables?
After I put the tomato in here, then it's going to cook in slow heat for about 35 to 40 minutes.
For those of you at home, this is going to be a great recipe for you to follow. Tony's making a large batch because we have quite a few people with us here today. However, you can make this in a small batch as well.
Now, these are pomodoro pelati. They're peeled tomatoes, so I'm going to squash them with my hands. Just real easy.
So you have a little bit of chunkiness in the tomatoes as well.
Yeah, because in the old days, they used to use fresh tomatoes, you know.
Yeah.
They didn't have the luxury that we have today. These are 2 cans of 28 ounce each. Let's add the tomatoes. See how nice and chunky they are?
So Tony, do you lift the flame up a little bit once the tomatoes are in there?
No, actually, Tony, I'm going to lower them a little bit once I get it started.
So it's going to be more of a slow cooking process.
Yeah.
The final thing you're going to do
Garlic
now is
powder.
add spices, correct?
Yeah. My parents taught me and my grandmother to put pinch.
So your measuring device are your fingers.
Here's Mrs. Dash.
Pinch.
Well, we got the tomatoes in there. You know, tomatoes have a lot of acidity, so you need something sweet. You can put anything. You can put sugar. You can put some kind of liquor. Since we have the wine available, let's put a little bit of wine. This will take the acidity out of the tomatoes. Oregano. Oregano gives us that sweetness. Parsley, so let's put that in there. Let's put all of it.
Yeah, parsley always does
We
the
love
trick.
parsley. And it's going to saute for about 45 minutes on low heat. And then I guarantee you, the meat's going to just fall off the bone. It's been cooking about 40 minutes, and while the chicken is still simmering, we're going to put the linguine. The water is boiling, so I need some salt. You got to put quite a bit of salt in the pasta there.
And what's the purpose of the salt?
It just makes the water boil faster, and also it makes the pasta cook really, really good.
So now how long do you cook the pasta for, Tony?
We like it a little bit al dente, so about 8 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes.
I see. So by that time, while the pasta is cooking, do you do anything more with the chicken?
No, because probably another 5 minutes or so, it'll be all done. Oh yeah, it's
we
ready.
go.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
This is going to be good.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh, the treasure.
Look at this work of art.
Mamma mia. Okay, we're going to take this out a little bit at a time.
So you see how
oh my goodness.
easy, easy.
Yeah.
We're going to have our chance.
I'm hungry now.
I know you are. Well, you sang that beautiful song earlier.
Thank you. Yeah, that's what makes me sing.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I have this one, okay? But we rehearse now.
Okay.
Se mangia bene, se beve vino, la 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 la, se mangia bene. Yes.
Yes.
Now, okay, we sang for the supper.
Maximo, I got to tell you a funny story. So on episode 1, we had Tony DiGiorlano, very funny man. I think you know Tony. And we found out that Tony is very frugal, very, very smart shopper. So I have to ask the question. He bought a new pot, okay? Now, I'm willing to bet that he still has the receipt from this pot that he bought, because if he finds one better price, he'll bring it back, okay? And exchange it. Right, Tony? What did you say about receipts? I told him I bet you have the receipt. Look, I got a receipt. I told you.
Tony DiGenardo, right here. See, Tony.
Anyway,
Okay.
so hey, Walmart, I guarantee you this pot's coming back on Monday.
All right, let's go here.
Okay, let's now. So now we're gonna pour this. Look at this beautiful sauce that he made for the pasta. Look at this. Oh my God. We are going to have a feast, my friend. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment of truth has arrived. We are going to sample the chicken cacciatore. However, before we start, we're going to pour a little bit of Monsanto Chianti Classico wine for our guest and for
wine. It's
There we go.
perfect for the chicken.
Perfect for the chicken. Ladies, Christy, Franny, please. Thank you very much, ladies.
Thank you.
Look at these lovely ladies. huh?
Beautiful ladies
Very
here.
good.
huh?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
My first impression is my first bite. The chicken is very tender, Tony. And the skin is, I can see how the skin just becomes incorporated as part of the tenderness of the chicken. Okay?
Right.
What
Well,
do
you know, when you simmer for so long, all the fat, all the grease comes out, you know. And then when you put the wine in there, it just melts right into the chicken. So it's a combination of everything.
So I'm a little ahead of you, gentlemen. But like I said, the chicken is tender. It just falls off the bone. I just had a little bit of pasta while you guys were discussing the wine, and the pasta is cooked perfectly, Tony. Beautiful. Al dente. Maximo, I mean, what do you think, huh?
I cannot think.
As the world passes by, you can see a smile as it breaks, and the magic that it makes. In a moment, just a casual glance changes slowly to the maddest romance, a new life, a new attitude. In a moment's interlude, in a matter of no time at all, you can win with your back to the wall. With a car to the river, your aces, home run on the bases. In the moment, though you're desperate and down, in a moment, it can all turn around. It's a fact I've known to be true from the moment I saw you.